And we played so many shows and drove so many miles, and we're just ready for it because everybody in that band was so hardworking.
Forget the glitz and the glam, folks. Tonight, we're getting down to earth with a legend who speaks the language of the working heart. He's traded mansions for Main Street, traded limos for long goodbyes. Buckle up for a dive into the life and fortune of Bob Seger, the gravelly-voiced troubadour who's been soundtracking our struggles and celebrations for over 5 decades. Born Robert Clark Seger in 1945. This rock and roll Hall of Famer stands tall at 5'10". Let's take a look behind the curtain of his blue-collar anthems and heartfelt ballads that made him a multi-platinum selling icon.
I hadn't listened to it in probably 10 years, and when I got back, I said, "Holy mackerel!" It's pretty ferocious and it's pretty dedicated.
Now let's talk about his favorite activities and how he spends his money. Bob has a passion for sailing. In 2001, he participated in the Port Huron to Mackinac sailboat race in Michigan and won with his sailboat Lightning. Seger was not just a spectator, but actively involved, taking turns steering the boat alongside his crew. Seger was named Billboard's 2015 Legend of Live honoree at the 12th Annual Billboard Touring Conference and Awards. To preserve his voice for the stage, he does not talk in the hours immediately before and immediately after concerts. Seger took almost a year to write Beautiful Loser, coming up with different arrangements until he felt it was right. Another fascinating tidbit is that Seger was almost a Motown artist, but chose Capitol Records over a more generous offer from Motown, feeling it was more suitable for his genre. Additionally, the DTE Energy Music Theater in Michigan honored Seger by changing its official address to 33 Bob Seger Drive, a tribute to the number of times Seger performed there by the end of his 6-show run on June 21st during his final tour. An intriguing aspect of Seger's career is his connection to other musicians and his impact on the music industry. He played a significant role in the success of the Eagles' hit Heartache Tonight by contributing to the chorus when the band was struggling to complete the song. Despite his success, Seger has had moments of regret, such as not securing songwriting credits for Old Time Rock and Roll, a decision that resulted in him missing out on significant royalties. Politically, Seger has characterized himself as a centrist. "I'm right down the middle," he once remarked. He has considered President Barack Obama to be the favorite president of his lifetime. He met him at the 2016 Kennedy Center Honors and thanked Obama for his wisdom and dignity. In 2018, Bob and his family attended the North American International Auto Show in Detroit to see what's new. Bob spent some serious time at the Jeep display, and it turns out that he's a big fan of Jeeps.
And it's pretty dedicated, and I'm stunned by the musicianship of my guys back then, and it was a thrill to sing with them.
Let's see how he is getting on with his friends and family. Seger's personal life, especially his relationships, has been a significant part of his journey. He has been married 3 times. His first marriage to Renee Andretti in 1968 ended the following year, lasting 1 day short of a year. He then married Annette Sinclair in 1987, but this union also lasted only a year. Since 1993, Seger has been married to Juanita Doricott, and they share 2 children, Christopher Cole Seger and Samantha Char Seger. Juanita and Bob's relationship began, interestingly, as she was initially unaware of his celebrity status when they met.
We went from station wagons to jets, yes, overnight. We were about 2 years old, the Silver Bullet Band, when we did Live Bullet, for instance.
Right. With that being said, let's discuss how he earns money. Seger's a blue-collar millionaire, folks. 6 decades of belting out anthems for the everyday soul have built him a fortune that'd make even Springsteen whistle. He's still moving units. With over 75 million records sold worldwide, he's a certified sales champ. Remember Turn the Page, Night Moves, and that jukebox anthem, Old Time Rock and Roll? Yeah, those were all Seger, and they're still bringing home the bacon. Or maybe barbecue, since we're talking blue-collar here. Even his 2006 album, Face the Promise, wasn't content to just face it. It went out and sold over 400,000 copies in a blink, proving Seger's got staying power that most Viagra commercials would envy. He's also made money through brand endorsement deals, such as producing the cover music for various Chevy truck commercials in 1992. He has a net worth somewhere between $60 to $75 million.
It's just, yeah, it's fun to listen to. I'm really proud of it. And same with Night Moves, which was our first studio album as the Silver Bullet Band.
Ever wanted to know about the house of Bob Seger? Get ready, as we are going on a virtual tour of his house. Seger has been in the process of constructing a 30,000 square foot mega mansion in West Bloomfield, Michigan. The new property, acquired for $1.2 million, is set to feature extensive amenities including multiple garages, a guest suite, maids' quarters, a music studio, and luxurious living spaces throughout. The home's design aims to accommodate a lavish lifestyle with a gourmet kitchen, a large exercise room, multiple laundry facilities, and expansive entertainment areas.
Says.
Yeah, writing's so mysterious. I do it all different kinds of ways. Sometimes I'll start with a title, but most of the times lately I'll start with music.
Now let's see what type of vehicles you will find in his garage. A classic 1971 Ford Mustang Mach 1, a 2013 Jeep Unlimited Rubicon, a 2011 Porsche Carrera S, a 1954 Ford, a 1969 Mustang, and a manual 1976 BMW 530i. As mentioned earlier, he also has a 53-foot sailboat known as Lightning, which he regularly sails around the Great Michigan Lakes. Overall, Bob Seger's lifestyle and career reflect a musician deeply connected to his origins, his fans, and his personal experiences, which have all contributed to his enduring legacy in the music industry.
Tailor the lyric to that, and then, yeah, it's very long and arduous, but it's also the most challenging thing I do, so it's really the thing I look forward to the most.
That's all for today's video, and thanks for watching it. But don't stop here. There's more where that came from. Check out our other videos for more great content.